Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Alright, let's get into it. Today we're going to look at four main things. One, we're going to look at the price of Bitcoin, what it's doing, what we can expect. Two, we're going to see how and why the smaller cap altcoins or the market at large, pretty much every other project can be expected to move imminently in the next coming days. Three, we're going to look specifically at XRP. And then four, we're going to look at LINK. All right, so Chainlink. All right, let's get into it. So Bitcoin is currently sitting at $50,276. Now, yesterday when we left, we said that Bitcoin was facing staunch resistance at about 49,800. So let's go into the hourly time frame because that's where we saw our resistance. We're looking at what we call the triple top or a head and shoulders, which is a bearish construction. And I said that the target was, as usual, the top of the head to the neckline, right? And once it breaks the neckline, it goes down that measured move, and that in bull markets or in bull trends, the targets to the downside are seldom, if ever, met, and that was the case. And we moved to the 4-hourly time frame. Why the 4-hourly time frame? Because it's a higher time frame. A larger time frame, so it's more reliable. You don't really make large kind of predictions or outlooks or conclusions on smaller time frames. At least you shouldn't, because it's less reliable. So that's why we moved to the 4-hourly time frame, and we looked at the 21 exponential moving average. That's one of the moving averages that I like to use on this channel. Why the 21? It's a Fibonacci number, and I encourage you to look this stuff up. So I said that the price was most likely to hit that 21 EMA, and if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that I frequently reference the 21 EMA as a bull run indicator or a bullish momentum indicator. The price typically rides this EMA, which is indicated by this yellow line on this chart, in bull trends. So that's exactly what it did. Came down to the 21 EMA, which was a little bit above 48,000, and it had a bullish reversal. And now we're sitting at 50,300. Okay, great. So what can it be expected to do? Let's quickly look at that. So patterns. What do we see here? We see here we go. A head and shoulders pattern, right? That's the left. That's the head. Right shoulder. Boom. Hope everybody sees that. That's the head and shoulders pattern. That's the neckline. The measured move of the head and shoulders pattern is from the neckline to the top or bottom of the head, however you'd like to say, to the breakout point. You can expect a breakout when the price action opens and closes above the neckline, right? So we're on the 4-hourly time frame. You can say, some people like to say only on the daily time frame. So once price is clearly above this line, you can expect it to start to move in that general direction. Your target would be the top right here at 55.5. That would be that. Now, we'd previously noted 56,000 as our target. Why? Let's zoom out. Now on the daily, we see that, all right, let's actually get rid of this so we can see. We see that Bitcoin was in that Wyckoff accumulation range for a couple months, maybe 3 months almost. And we finally broke out of it. And we're moving up and going to most likely find some resistance at this line, that 56,653, as noted by the VPVR. All right, this volume indicator. Basically, it shows where most buying and selling was done, and this is that red line, this point of control line, basically saying that most buying and selling was done at this line. So that's basically saying that once you get there, expect a lot of sell orders, a lot of buy orders. You're going to get resistance. Price is not going to just shoot past that point. This is another point of confluence. Confluence is when you find various theories kind of converge into the same conclusion. So we did the measured move of that inverse head and shoulders. It was 55.5. The VPVR is showing that 56 thereabouts is the target, basically a point of resistance, because we're below it. It would be supportive if we were above it. And lastly, we can say that generally speaking, without even looking at the VPVR, just looking at all of these patterns right here in this Wyckoff distribution from March to May, you see that if you take a line through all of this, that 55, 56 is pretty much the mean of all of this activity. So that's why 55.5, 56 is our next target. And I expect Bitcoin to move, as I've been saying, more aggressively, more sort of rapidly once we finally leave this channel that we've been in for the past few weeks, right? We've drawn this channel out. We're still in it. So you get Bitcoin acting a little more sluggishly, a little more methodically, a little more slowly. But once we leave, you'll really see more explosive price action. And at this point in time, if we were to leave the channel today, we would have to breach $52,000. So that's Bitcoin. Let's look now at why I said that the price of your favorite coin may be rising imminently, right? Let's look at the Shitcoin Perpetual Index. So if you're subscribed to this channel, you'll know that I've pulled this up before, and it's an important index published by FTX. And an index is basically a collection it's an average or collection of charts, all kind of bundled into one. And shitcoins, we call in the market, are coins that have low market caps. They're unproven projects. They're more speculative, right? It's just a pejorative term used kind of cheekily, but a lot of good projects are considered in the Shitcoin Perpetual Index. Anyway, if you take this as a proxy for most projects, you'll see that we have this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern once again. And again, you'll have a breakout of this pattern, meaning start to get explosive price action once price opens and closes above the neckline. We're on the daily time frame right now, and price action is just now breaking the neckline. So by the end of today, open of tomorrow, which in my time frame would be 8 p.m., about 12 hours, you should get an open and close above this neckline. Once you have that, you should start getting the sort of a measured move from this pattern. So this is why I'm saying that sort of explosive price action of your favorite coin is imminent, because most coins, the 11,000 coins in this market, are considered shitcoins. They're not in the top 10. They're not in the top 100. They don't have large market capitalizations. So just looking at this chart and confluent with what we saw Bitcoin, where we saw Bitcoin, right? And let's go back to that really quickly. We saw Bitcoin in the channel, but we said that if Bitcoin was able to move out of the channel by breaching $52,000, we should see a lot more upwards momentum. And again, why do we track Bitcoin? Not necessarily because all of you are invested in Bitcoin. It's because Bitcoin, given its large market capitalization, is the fuel for all of these other projects. If Bitcoin's going up, people are have confidence to get in the market. Retail investment sees a nice round $50,000 number. They see a CNN article saying Bitcoin's at 50,000, even though that's not the previous high that it breached. It gives people confidence. It gives retail confidence. It gives large investors confidence. It gives entire boards, board of directors confidence to say, okay, let's go ahead and make that investment, right? A lot of this is speculation in this market at this point. So that's a very important point. All of that is confluent to your asset, your favorite coin moving up in the coming days. So make your entries, get ready. We're about to see the entire market move quite violently to the upside, right? And again, our target's 56, 55, 56. Once we get there and Bitcoin makes its 10% correction, why do we think it's going to make a 10% correction really quickly? You see that there is a bit of support here, right? You see some price action here previously. And if you run the fibs very quickly, you'll see that from this point, from this point, you hit the 786 fib. You basically hit a Fibonacci sequence as a support. And that would be confluent to the fact that we just got through this 50,000 mark, which took us some time. It didn't take us too long, but it took us some time to get through. And it's very normal, very natural, and healthy for price action to breach a mark, right? Breach resistance, reach a point, find new resistance, and then back test that old resistance as support. So expect price to go up to 56, back down to 50. That's a 10% decrease. If Bitcoin does 10%, remember that your favorite altcoin is probably going to correct 15 to 20%. So that's Bitcoin. That's what you can expect from sort of the rest of the market. Now, let's jump into XRP. What's it doing? All right, I drew this out a few moments ago in preparation. I don't always prepare, but sometimes I do. And you see the cup and handle pattern, right? Here is basically XRP getting up to that 618, that golden mean, and hitting it almost to the T. And I pretty much pulled the fibs from the top of the market in April to the bottom here. One of the bottoms, there's a double bottom here. And that gave us this Fibonacci sequence, right? And price action moved up from this Wyckoff accumulation range, this trading range, hit the 618 more or less. I think the top was 138, 136, something like that, and got rejected, came down. It actually, if you pull the fibs on that little move, that hit the golden mean, its golden mean. But you can just say, if you just keep these fibs, it came down to the 382, once again, using Fibonacci sequences, came back up, found a little bit of resistance at the 0.5, and once it breaches this neckline, right, the top of the cup, expect explosive price action. Basically, this measured move will start to play out, and I put the little price indicator. We're expecting the next target of XRP to be about $2.08, right? Expect some resistance at the 786 at $1.65. But the next target for XRP is basically $2.08. So that's XRP. And now Link, Chainlink, the Oracle, probably the most partnered project in our space. But that's highly disrespected in bull runs for some reason. It doesn't really. I'll say that in my time in bull runs, Chainlink has never been the best performer. It's been the best performer in bear markets, though, and it's kind of the slow and steady horse. So people that hold Chainlink, please don't get discouraged. This is a great project. It's one of those long-term holds. If you've been holding it long-term, congratulations. Try to hold it and stake it if you can. If you're looking for immediate gains, do try to sell the top. I know people say don't try to sell the top, don't sell the top. That's bullshit. Try and sell the top, get more, for your more bang for your buck. Sell it, and then you can buy more Link once you sell. Wait for the bear market to play out. So anyway, what's it doing? Same kinds of patterns here. We had a top at $52, right, in May. And Chainlink really came down hard from this top, harder than most projects. So that is, a 74% drawdown. And it still hasn't even come close to recovering. So Chainlink's still a good buy if you haven't gotten involved. There's still a lot of room here for it to even make its previous all-time high. From here, 80%. So actually, had it come down, okay, I'm confused. Am I on log? It's not possible. All right. Oh yeah, wow, 283%. Yeah, Chainlink came down a lot. All right, let's not get stuck on that. Anyway, if you're looking, you'll see some bullish patterns here. You can see a reverse cup and handle. You can see a inverse head and shoulders. And I think that's the easier pattern. All right, so that's the left shoulder. That's the head. And we have a mini right shoulder here. So we have our Chainlink inverse head and shoulders. That's playing out with the neckline at around, let's zoom in to see, let's say about $30. So let's say if we get an open and close on the daily time frame above $30, Chainlink will start to move. Okay, this is a great entry for this project if you're not yet involved. The target is the distance from the neckline to the head, superimposed to the point of breakout. So our target for Chainlink is $46. That is confluent to this point of resistance that we're seeing here, right? We saw a top here and a bottom here. We found support here. We found resistance here. So I say $45, $46 is a great target for Chainlink. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found value in this. If you've watched until this point, I appreciate it. Thank you. Like and subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you guys soon.